The river that carried dreams. There was once a quiet river that wound its way through valleys and meadows, moving with a patience older than memory itself. Its waters never hurried. They slid over smooth stones, curled around the roots of willow trees, and spread wide into silver pools where the sky could rest for a while. At dawn, the river shone with the soft light of the sun's first breath. At noon, it sparkled like glass, each ripple catching fire from the sky. But at night, under the endless stars, the river became something else entirely. It became a path for dreams. Those who fell asleep nearby often found themselves drifting gently on its waters, carried by a current that knew no time, no boundaries, no worries. The river welcomed everyone. Travelers who had walked far, children who needed rest, elders who carried stories too heavy for their shoulders. The river held them all, rocking them gently, and whispered, "Rest, rest, rest." One evening, a young woman arrived at the riverbank. She was weary, though she could not have said exactly why. Her heart felt crowded with questions, her thoughts restless like birds in flight. She set down her small pack, sat beneath a willow tree, and listened. The sound of the river was steady, like breathing, in, out, flowing, folding, circling. She closed her eyes, and the noise of the world faded. The river seemed to speak to her, though it used no words. Its voice was the hush of water slipping past stone, the sigh of reeds swaying, the gentle rhythm of something eternal. She lay back on the grass, and the ground felt soft, as if it too was inviting her to release her weight. The stars brightened above, one by one, a slow scattering of light across the sky. She thought she might count them, but soon she lost her place, and the counting itself became part of her drifting. The river carried her into dreams. In her dream, she floated on a small wooden boat, though she had no memory of stepping into it. The boat did not need her to guide it. It moved with the river's steady will, gliding over calm waters that glowed faintly with starlight. On either side, meadows stretched wide, filled with flowers that opened only at night. Their petals shimmered like tiny moons, swaying in the breeze. The air was sweet, cool, and endlessly gentle. A hush surrounded everything, no urgency, no noise, only the quiet patience of the river. She felt her body grow lighter, as though every thought she had carried during the day was being lifted away, one by one, dissolving into the night air. Sometimes the boat passed beneath leaning trees, their branches trailing into the water like fingers brushing against her hand. Sometimes it drifted across open spaces where the stars were reflected so perfectly that she could not tell where the sky ended and the water began. The boat seemed to float in two worlds at once, the world above and the world below. Time slipped away. There was no beginning, no end, only the steady motion of the current. She felt her breathing match the rhythm of the river, slow, steady, endless. Each breath deepened her rest. Each ripple of water carried her further into peace. The dream grew softer still. The meadow faded, the flowers folded, the stars blurred. The boat became only the sensation of being held, cradled, rocked gently as a child might be rocked to sleep. She did not know whether she was dreaming or whether the river itself had entered her, filling her with its calm. And in truth, it did not matter. She felt safe, she felt endless, she felt asleep. The river whispered one last time, "Rest, rest, rest." And so the young woman, the boat, the stars, and the endless waters all dissolved together into the deepest silence, the silence that belongs to sleep, where the mind lets go and the heart grows light.